Hello, you. Thank you so much for spending the afternoon joining the Inside Sharing Show and share your story with us. We really appreciate it. So to start with, can you do a little introduction of who you are and what you've been doing with the audience here in Vietnam, please?
I think my name is Eugene, so you can call me Yi. So most likely people think that I am maybe Chinese. Actually, I'm 100% Cambodian, and I graduated in the university in 2016 in business management. So at the time, actually, I when I finished my high school, actually, I really don't know what major I should select. And that time, I think I should select become the law person or lawyer or
Uh,
businessman or I don't know. So that's why after I discussed with my parents and I end up my major as the business management because I live in the family who are doing a business. So that's why I decide to select as the business management as my major. And after that, I graduate my university in 2016 and I start my career in
2016 or 2006?
2006. Sorry, 2006.
Uh,
Uh, so that time I start my journey in banking. So at the time like fresh graduate, right? We don't know that we just the imagine that when we graduate we need to get a job. So that is the mindset of the people mostly. So that's why I try to find at that time my friend just called me, yes, I have a job in bank. Are you interested? I say, oh yeah, oh yes, because now I don't have anything. And then she asked me send CV and then I send CV to her
mm,
and they asked me to go to interview. At that time, it's a funny story that when I do the interview and the interviewer asked me my experience, my I mean the preference, and actually they look at me the way that I talk to them is like the friendly, and they think I can be a good person. And
uh,
that time, but I told them, no, 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 I don't want to be a third person. I want to be someone stay in the glass because that
uh,
time in the end the royal. So and then they give me a job as the teller.
uh,
So I said, teller, what teller? I don't know. Right? But actually, teller is the one who count the money, right? So
uh,
when I work as the teller, I say, oh my God, is teller and salesperson? Is salesperson the grade is higher than teller? Why I am up select the lowest one? So it's really funny.
uh,
But at the time, I spent my maybe more than 1 year, maybe around 2 years, become a teller, and after that,
mm,
internal they also have the career opportunity, and then I can move to become a sales consultant.
ah, to finally become a salesperson
Yeah, but
after
before
two
that,
years.
yeah, so need to take so that funny when the person, I mean the people that just graduate and know
Mm,
nothing about the industry, and then sometimes we end up select something that we don't know, right?
uh,
And then we start from the beginner. Actually, I can start from that time become a third person already. But
mm,
at least I also got experience being a teller. So
mhm,
also know the feeling become the teller, the person who count the money every day.
uh,
And when see the money, it seems like it's not money because it's not our money, right?
uh-huh.
And after that, my next move, I spent around 3.5 year in the banking, and then I moved to the other bank as well. But
Mm,
at that time, I applied as like the relationship manager, something like that. But
uh,
when I joined, and then I accidentally talked to general manager in bank, and then
uh,
he said that I am a talented people, and he asked me uh, if he move me to the other role, how do I think? And then I
uh,
said, okay, okay, if you give me a chance, I can try. And that time, you imagine that the person come from the customer service and then
uh,
apply to customer service, but end up from that to become a strategic person.
uh. What is the
So
strategy person for the bank is doing back then in your role?
so the strategy we do the project based. So example like any project that we want to expand the market and we develop a new product development.
Mm.
So the strategic person need to the one who do the research, analyze the market, and not only that, but also to see any improvement from the bank, including the customer service. So
Ah,
all the project, general project, but very specific to improve the bank quality.
ah. So that's
Mm.
the time that you at CIMB.
Yes, CMB.
Yes. And then what the journey for next then?
So next, after that, I decided to list CMB because at that time I met the guy. So I met my husband in CMB. So that's why I decided to move out from CMB because of two people uh, cannot work uh, in the same industry. I mean the same company. So that's
Ah,
why I decided to move out. So that time I also got the other opportunity at the menu line like insurance
mm,
as the sell and sell promotion and marketing specialist.
mm.
So the other ski. So I got the other ski again. So from time to time, but good that they select me as the sales promotion, even sales promotion and marketing specialist. Even I don't have much experience on this area, but maybe uh, the hiring manager they see my potential.
Hiring by
I can do
potential,
the
right?
job. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So finally, I worked there maybe almost a year,
Uh,
and that time I decide to move to Sanofi. Is my
uh,
yeah. Finally, I end up with Sanofi for 8 years until now. But I start with Sanofi as the brand manager.
ah,
So thanks you to my hiring manager, my first manager as well. She
uh-huh.
recruit me even I don't have experience. So you see, my journey is always without experience, but I end up selected as the successful candidate.
Uh-huh.
So maybe people they see different because sometimes experience is one thing, but the other thing is about the way that we see the people. I mean the if they are really a potential enough to do the
Mm,
job.
mm,
So it I think this message should give to all the hiring manager.
yeah,
Sometimes don't stick 100% to experience. Please, need to open the door with the person that agility and fast
mm,
learner. Even they come to different industry, but give them, I mean, open the door for them. So sometimes
mm.
they can do better than the one have experience.
Mm. I think
Mm.
that the experience that you had is very meaningful for a lot of people because a lot of hiring managers still follow the old tradition of hiring based on experience, and they might have missed a lot of good candidates because these people have potential to be succeed in the role. So which means that we will bring you back to that time again, okay? Because if you don't have the experience, but somewhat in the way that you interviewing, showing the people that hey, maybe this is the right attitude or the right kind of whatever it was that you bring to the table, you brought to the table, that make the hiring managers attracted to the way that who you are and see the potential in you. So what did you bring to the table? Every
I
role that you
think I
hold.
think not. I think first of all, it's not only the hiring manager but also HR people.
Yes.
Yeah, because most likely before come to the hiring manager, so we need
Mm,
to screen and shortlist by the HR people. So
mm,
these people also need to aware as well
mm,
about this example like if they come in different industry but they have
mm,
similar job, and then they also can consider at least they can invite them to talk first before they decide to drop their resume,
yeah.
because HR will be screened, right? Screening, shortlist everyone before sending, and then if they talk to that person, they see potential, even they don't have experience for marketing example, but
Mm,
when come to interview with them, and then they also show their potentiality that even this person is very agility, and then we
Mm.
can put this person everywhere,
Uh-huh.
everywhere, and then they can shortlist this person send to the hiring manager, and then
Uh,
also need to convince to hiring manager, let's talk first, let's meet first,
mm.
because I'm confident that this person can do your job, and then
Uh-huh.
let you give a chance to talk to them.
Uh,
Mm.
I see. So, how's your journey at Sanofi been? Can you walk through that whole journey with us?
I think I start Sanofi in 2013, October
Mm.
2013. So now it's 8 year 2 months, 8 year 2 months.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, completely 8 year 2 months already. So my it's also one, it's also amazing journey as well. So the day that I come to interview, so I interview with my boss. Like I
Mm.
mentioned, that I don't have experience in branding, but she give me opportunity to join the team. So the brand
Mm.
that I handle at the beginning is the cosmetic. We classify as cosmetic is a kind of the feminine wash.
Ah.
I think in Vietnam also available Lactacid. So
Ah.
Lactacid is the first brand that I handle
That's
when
it,
I
yes.
start when I start with the Sanofi.
Ah.
So that time I also do the relaunch. So the relaunch is very successful, and then make the brand grows, and then we can lead. And not only the team but also internal team, everyone, including support function, they really proud. And my name become their top of mind, like the girl or like the woman. Even my current that time, the GM that time until now, she still remember me. She always call me like the woman.
Let us see, woman.
Yeah, because that time is also my first brand and also the first
Mm.
project that I lead. So I make it boom. So make everyone remember me at that moment.
Wow. Well done. I will
So
call
so
you
that
by that name too later.
yeah, yeah. So that's why after that, after 1 year, because the brand it seemed like it we can say that it's success when I lead for 1 year. So the growth is sudden weekend. So after that, my manager think that maybe I also can move to the other category. So that's why she decide to move me to handle for OTC brand.
Ah,
You
so
see
more
the
brands.
yeah. So no experience become have experience in cosmetic and
Ah,
move to the next for pharma brand. I mean the OTC brand, because most likely the team in Sanofi Cambodia that time most of them are pharmacists,
ah,
doctor.
uh-huh.
So except me is yeah, I'm from the business management, right? so
Yeah.
so always exceptional case, always
Mm.
exceptional case.
Uh-huh.
But that time it's also I had a lot of support from the medical regulatory to support me as well, because my knowledge on the, I mean the medical is very limited.
Mm.
So when I have question, I always ask them, and they always support me to clarify my understanding. So I learn from the team as well. So that's why I can stay with Sanofi for 8 years, right? I learn
Ah,
from the colleague as well. Mm.
wow. But you started as in the bank, right, as a teller, and then moved to the sales role. Regarding at the beginning, you did not want to do the sales role, and then you moved to the sales, promotion, and marketing, right? And then get in love with the marketing. Very successful in marketing. Stay there for 8 years and 8 years and few months by now already. So, what did this kind of job, make you happy?
I
What?
think most likely I stay in the marketing role is long, and also stay with Sanofi very long as well, because
Mm.
the more I do the marketing job, I love the job more. Why? Because I always say to myself I am a creative person. So
Uh,
I always make when I want to make something different, marketing role can bring it out. Example, I think that okay, this time I do the launch this way, the way I do this, and then next launch I will do differently. So I always make the people think that, oh, all the project come from G is always different, not only different but also bring excitement to the team and also good memorable. So that's
uh,
why in 2019 we also do a lot of campaign. So the way that I do very different. Sometimes I do outdoor, sometimes I do indoor, sometimes I do the competition, sometimes I do the teaser hunt. So I try to find something that make the team confident with the brand and
uh,
also remember it lasts forever.
wow. A part of the program for insight sharing is innovative and creativity skill hunting. So what we are looking is finding the way that helping people increase their creativity level. Because one of the talk that we had earlier in the show was relating to the level of creativity when we're small, when we're young, the rate is really, really high. But when we grow older, then the number drop boom on the way down, right? So if the role of marketing engage a lot of activity that related to creativity and being innovative, how did you find ways to make the job, more creative for the team and for the market there, though?
I think we need to go outside more.
Mm,
So because sometimes we need to think that our brand, if we just stay only inside, how can we see the world differently, right? So that's why we
mm,
need to go out to see the other brand, the other competitor, the other category, what they
mm,
do. And then we
mm,
need to learn from them as well. And then how we
mm,
can inject it to our brand activity, not mention about copy and pass. So we need
mm,
to do differently. Example like when we go out, we see this campaign, but and then we see, oh, this campaign. If I am the one who lead this campaign, I will make this one better. So that's
mm.
why we need to learn from everything around us.
Mm. So you go out, you look at the world at the way it is, and then try to see what we can make better with the product that we are having at hand, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so over these years, 8 years and and a few months under the marketing role, what did this kind of job teach you? What skill did they give you to be Yin today compared to Yin years ago that you don't have those kind of skills?
I think previously maybe before I become a marketer, so when I come outside, I don't care, right?
Uh-huh.
So now when I come outside, when I see the communication billboard, I see any promotion. So I because we it's like the become a marketer. I say, oh, why they write this message so long? How
Uh,
consumer remember this one? So that's why when I become a marketer, so we can, I mean, can be a bit expert to sometimes can be the consultant, right?
mm,
Because we can see things differently from the other people that
mm,
not in the same I mean the career like us. So the way that people see the one thing, but the way the marketer see it will be different.
mm,
Mm.
mm. So if I'm coming from the sales, and then so we are the
Competitor or
no,
business
we are the
partner.
competitor. We are the partner, right? And
Mm.
then you come in from the marketing. What would be our view differently, though? If you can, and then how can you share that?
I think most likely so people always complain, oh, marketing. You are marketing, always spend money. I am the one who earn money. You see how hard I earn money, right? But we also need to explain them and also convince them that why company decide to spend.
Mm,
Because based on the consumer insight example, we understand consumer, we understand the trend. So if we rely only sell, we need a lot of people to reach. But if we combine with the marketing, so example like we need example like if without marketing we need 100 people, but with
mm,
marketing maybe we need only 50 people, and then we
mm,
can achieve the same result. So that's why the
mm,
company they decide to have the marketing team to build the brand awareness, because
mm,
we think that brand awareness is very important
mm,
to the consumer to register them. So when they have the brand in mind, so yeah, they can call brand. Otherwise, the brand switch will be high when they go to the store. and they don't know any brand. They will ask, okay, I want to buy this. Anything give me, and then based on the seller, right?
Mm.
So we need to explain them why we do marketing, why
Uh,
marketing important.
Absolutely. I believe marketing is important. Hello?
Yes.
Yes. I think that you pause for a second.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Was there anything else you want to add to that the conversation that why marketing is important? Is there anything else after that you want to add?
I think because based on the trend now, so marketing is I say that most company will invest on marketing because marketing is very important because now is a lot of brand in the market. So
Mm,
if we are not build the brand, build brand loyalty and also brand awareness, so the chance that we will lose will be high. So
mm,
that's why most of international company or even local company now also start to be on their brand. So they need
mm.
marketing team to help them to build the brand. So without marketing, example like if 1 year you want to reach 10 million, so you cannot reach as your objective. Example, you have only 13, so maybe 1 year with marketing you can reach 10 million, but without marketing maybe you can reach only 5 million. I example, and you
Mm,
also need to use a lot of effort.
mm. But if, for example, a lot of people come into my show and then talk about the brand love, right? So, what is a brand love means to you, Yi?
I think brand love most likely they the consumer, I mean the user, they know the brand very well, and then when they experience with the brand they know their benefit and also fit with them, so that's why they love the brand so much. And then brand love is not only that but also the brand identity.
Mm,
So sometimes people select the brand because of their, I mean their economy as well.
mm,
Example like RV with the other brand. I just example.
mm, mm,
Why some people they decide to buy the bag is very expensive
mm.
because sometimes they it's it's showing their image, right? Because they are high
Uh-huh,
rank people. So if they use the lower, well, it's not really a fit with them.
uh-huh.
So it a lot of thing to link to the brand love. So sometimes it's not really a love, but it also have a lot of factor to bring them to love their brand so much. And the other
Mm,
one is about the quality and quality of the brand as well.
mm.
So because when they experience with the brand, they feel it's, oh, this brand is very good. So I really love it. I want to continue to use the brand. I will also introduce this brand, recommend this brand to the friend, to the other people that I talk.
So your job means that you have to engage a lot with customers and get their insights, and so that you can come back and then adjust the strategy go to market, so that you can get closer to the customer and build the loyalty. Am I correct? How
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
do that? Is there any new way that doing it in the modern technology that you can share with us?
I think most likely because if we spend if we spend a lot of budget on the research, maybe we not sufficient enough because sometimes our budget also limit, right? We cannot do the
Mm,
research
mm,
every month, but we also use the different way because now technology is very developed. So sometimes we use the social listening, so through
mm,
digital, but if if we think that one accurate or not accurate, but at
mm,
least we have something to benchmark. And the
mm,
other one, we also use our observation based on the when we go out we see the market as well, and then we need to talk to the people.
mm.
So sometimes we talk to our friend, our family as well, so friend to friend, and then we also collect a lot of insight.
Uh,
And if we want to talk to the customer, so when we go to the store, we go to field visit to talk to them how is their business, and then we also get insight, and then also ask them if they wish next month or next year what they want to see differently from the company.
uh,
Mm.
so change made by collectively collect information from all sources you can come to contact with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, one of my mentor told me this: opportunities goes in front of our eyes every day, every moment. So, but it's our ability to catch them will make us successful or make it less successful than others. So, for over the years that you've been doing, what contributes to your success here?
I think it that's why we say that opportunity is always come across, right? But
Yeah.
depend on us to identify is it opportunity. But sometimes it's come but it's not the right time. At some point
Mm.
like in the last maybe in 2017 actually that time I also got the offer from Sanofi as well. They assigned me to Indonesia already. But that
Ah.
time I said that no, maybe it's the right time because I want to be a Cambodia team first. So maybe next
Mm.
2 years I will move to Indonesia.
Mm.
So if that time I already take the opportunity, so maybe now I with Indonesia team for three to 4 years already. Maybe I move to the other role already. So
Uh-huh.
that's why it's delay my career, right?
Uh-huh.
So but but it doesn't mean that we did not cut the time and then it think that it will be regret, but at least I able to make my vision is complete as well,
Mm.
because that time I decide not to take the opportunity because I want to be the Cambodia team,
Mm.
the new team, because I just I mean the start the team, so I
Mm.
cannot leave the team alone.
Uh,
So that's why I tell my boss, can you give me 1 or 2 years to be the team? When the team strong enough, I can move on.
so focus. So you
Yeah.
have a purpose, a focus to build the team, and then when you succeed in the role, the team's ready, you move on and start another one. Yes, I
Mm,
think focus is one of the characteristics very important because a lot of people are easily to jump to the new role or even jump outside the organization pursuing something new. And then one of the things that many people told me in the program is that if you can give enough times in anything that we do, to see the result of that, the journey would be more fruitful. For and then instead of jumping the ship too
yeah,
early.
yeah, yeah. So that's why we need to have very clear objective and our mission vision as well. So if we think that our mission and vision already complete, we can move on.
Yeah.
Don't rush, don't rush. I think if it is our opportunity, is our, so it will be become our.
Yes. If it's
Mm,
us, it's us. If it's not
mm.
us, even
Yeah,
if we
it's not
pursue
us, it's not us.
hard, it's not gonna come, right? So
Yeah.
what belongs to you will belong to you. So
Mm,
yeah. I will come to the last question. Okay, and this is related to the newcomer. Somebody, if they are not in the field of marketing, or if they want to enter to the workforce as a marketer, uh, what would your advice be for them so that they can prepare from now, they can learn from now, or even unlearn or relearn something, so that they can be successful in the
mm.
role as a marketer?
I think to become a real marketer, number one, you need to know your brand. You need to
Mm,
know your, I mean your brand mission and vision very clear. And
mm,
after that, you need to know your target audience very well.
mm,
And you also need to understand about your consumer journey, your consumer
mm.
insight.
Ah,
So those factor, you can become a real successful marketer. But not
mm,
only that, but when you are a newcomer, everything is new. You also need to try to adapt yourself. It doesn't mean that you are the superhero in the previous organization, and then you become a superhero in this. Yes, it might be, but try to calm down yourself, stay calm and focus, and then show your result to prove that you can be also the superhero in this company as well.
ah. Wow. So focus, have the objective, right? And be humble as a learner. Yeah, if your past success is a record, but then try to build the success with the current role by the love of the brand and bring your best at the role, right? Thank you so much, Yi, for for sharing your experience with us. We really appreciate it. Did you like the conversation today?
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me as the the person who can share what is my experience. This is the first time for me
Wow,
as
yeah.
well because mostly I never beside for the interview I never I never say very detailed my journey like that. Mm.
Mm, the whole purpose for Insight Sharing program is to bring joy to you as a speaker, and then use that moment of joy so that the speaker can share the experience with the audience. So together we can learn and can grow. So thank you so much for everything that you brought to the table today. We wish you all the best. Happy holiday season. And then one day, when you have a conference or family matters coming to Vietnam, we would love to bring you to our family and have a face-to-face conversation. All right?
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You take care.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.